What is up, y'all? Just want to share more about where I'm at, my findings. I'm kind of using this as a, I guess, vlog series slash just therapy session slash doing my best to share and express my truth, and just where I'm at. So it's gonna be unfiltered. I may take pauses or whatever the fuck, but yeah, if you're down to stay, dope. I just want to talk about abandonment and me realizing through catching different patterns of thought in my head and doing my best to not identify with them, because and I believe this, I just have to continuously work on this, which is any disempowering thought isn't real. And because we're human, we will find ways to feed those things. We will subconsciously feed them, or we will negate them, suppress them, feed them so much that that's all that we see in our reality. And I never once ever thought that I had abandonment issues or anything like that, but more is showing itself to me because I am just choosing to observe and choosing not to react to my thoughts and what comes up, and put any sort of story to my thoughts, because I believe that is the ego just trying to control outcomes, trying to control what everything is, trying to know. The ego has to know. And I've decided and chosen to live more of and from my soul and learn from that, and also basically from doing the work to unravel and basically decolonize my mind, because society has fucked all of our minds up. Yeah, to the point where we don't even know how to be in relationships anymore. And I'm not just talking about sexual, intimate relationships. I'm talking about intimate friendships as well. And yeah, so going back to the abandonment thing, I had this thought come up recently, and I had such a beautiful time with my friends, putting on a dope ass show that I've desired to put on for a long time. And yeah, we put on a dope show, had a really dope time, vibed out in a way that I haven't vibed out before, from proving energy to just enjoying, having fun putting on a show, and really like doing my best to sink in and be grateful for that, and not be like, yo, what's the next thing straight away, because I've always been like that. But like, my friends came over and I caught this thought in my head, and basically it sabotaged the evening, which was like, are these even my people? And I kind of entertained it for a little bit too long, and I was taken aback by it. And I talked to my partner about it. I talked to one of my closest homies about it, and we were just going through, like, I was just saying, like, I've been in a space where, and this is probably for over a decade, where I subconsciously closed myself off, closed my heart off from the people closest to me because I was scared of being hurt and I was scared of being abandoned. Because the people closest to me fucking abandoned me. You know, like that was the story that I had in my head, that I chose to believe in my head, and I created to protect me from being hurt again. And that's usually what a unhealthy ego does. And the inner child does as well. And we just get to see that, observe that, embrace that, and also we get to choose differently as well as the adult. And yeah, so I had this thought in my head, and me and the homie were talking about it, and I was just like, yo, I don't think I've actually like fully been upset or fully let out the emotions of losing the people that I thought I was going to enjoy this life with. So letting new people come in, even though I desired the connection. This is the thing, like we all desire connection, but we aren't truly, a lot of us anyway, and I'll speak for myself, a lot of us, like me, I wasn't truly like actually letting people in because I was closed off. And when I say letting people in, I mean just like letting people love you and support you, give you, and you know, because people that love and support you give you the opportunity to lean into love and support more. But when you come from a house and from a family where it didn't feel like that, love and support are so foreign. For me anyway, it's been foreign. And I'm in a space right now where, because it was so foreign for so many years, and I've had these expectations and like these fantasy realities of how things should look, and if it's not those things, then I don't want it. And if it's not XYZ, then I don't want it. And what else plays into this is this new age spiritual bullshit. Because if you look at, or if I look at my ancestors, they didn't have any of this shit. They didn't have an overwhelming amount of information influxing my brain or our brains thinking about all of these determining factors, and it's actually keeping and has kept me in a whole heap of fight or flight for a long ass time. And in saying all this, the prover in me always desired love and always desired affection, but also still didn't want people to, I wasn't allowing people in, even if I got their love and support, their words of affirmation or whatever it is, talking me up, validation, whatever. It still felt weird to me, like, oh. And that happened to me on Saturday too at this event. The person that introduced me was bigging me up for all of the stuff that I've done, and I'm like, oh, you don't need to say that. You know, like in my head, you don't need to say that. You don't need to big me up like that. And that came from me feeling like in the past, like, yo, if I'm too big, people are going to think that I'm a bad person, or I'm not humble, or that he's so full of himself. Because I've had those quotes, like those statements projected at me, and I took them on, and I'm unraveling all of that, and have been for probably about a year, I reckon. but that because it's so deeply ingrained in me, the judgment, the fear of judgment, and all that kind of stuff. It was wild to just witness my consciousness go, you're not even open to receiving compliments, and there's a part of you that is shying away from your bigness, that is shying away from just doing the damn thing and not giving a fuck about what anybody says, and also, or anybody thinks, especially the people that you know you. It was wild. And all she was doing was just stating the truth, stating facts. And here I am, my little boy is just like, like, you can't say those things because people are gonna think I'm too big. Like, I've legit had someone say to me, because I've held street dance events, I've hosted street dance events, and I've performed at street dance events as the host, MC, and dancer at certain times. And I was talking to this one dude, and he was just like, it's just the Ian show, bro. It's just the Ian show. It's all about you, all this kind of thing. And I was just like, and this happened a year ago. And I was just like, what are you talking about, man? Because my intention is to be there for the community. And what does that mean? Showing the fuck up, putting on for street culture, street dance culture, hip hop, crump. So if I'm taking up space, that's a bad thing? Like, motherfuckers are trying to keep me small and shit? And there will be a lot of people that do that, and that want to see us small and feed only the small version of ourselves. And that's something that I'm also overcoming, is allowing people, because this is all I've ever wanted as well, is allowing people to speak into my greatness, speak into my bigness, because I do that for other people as well. And not in a fake hype type of way either, but like in a real fucking way. Like, yo, you are fucking dope. You've got potential. And if they've got potential, then I'll say it. Just keep working and all that kind of stuff. And it's wild to me to have all of these like realizations around where I've actually been operating in life, and how much that has stolen my life joy, my life force, my happiness, my peace, because I've been feeding all of this negative things. My focus has always been on how can I improve, how can I get better, how can I be this type of person so that people like me, or this type of person so that I can feel better about myself. But that's all external shit. And you have to do the conscious work and also the energy, like the emotional work, to let it out. You need to get to those points, and that's what I'm doing, been doing for a minute. And I realized there's like, it's just an endless thing, and we get to all do that. And the more that we do that for ourselves, the more that we feel peace and will feel peace within ourselves, and the more we can actually enjoy this life, regardless of the fuckery that's going on outside, and also be empathetic towards those people that are going through real hardship, and also just standing in solidarity of our sovereign energy, our universal being, and our human being, and like standing for what's fucking right, man. But yeah, like, you get to experience the depth and the levels of love that you desire. You just have to do the work to, and learn how to give it back to yourself, and learn how to like rewire and reprogram the things that you actually just don't want to give your power to. Like, you get to choose. And yes, it's fucking hard and it's challenging because you see how much fuckery has been put in your head. Like, those patterns aren't you. Those thought patterns aren't you. Even your habits aren't even you. You know, at your core, they're not you. And we all get to grow and transcend those lower dimensions or lower thought patterns, or however you want to put it. And that's what I support people in as well. So if you're looking for support, I know how hard it is to not have support and try and do it, and also how good it feels to have support and do it and move through all of it as well. So yeah, if you're looking for coaching, and I don't even want to call it, if you're looking for guidance, then hit your boy up. One-on-one sessions. Yeah, I'll leave it there. I appreciate y'all for listening in, if y'all have, and I'll speak to y'all soon, man. Love and light.